Hi, everybody. We are going live on several platforms here and just trying to get, there we go, trying to get Instagram to go live. Technology is always blessed. Hey, the reason we're here today, or I'm here today, well, me and Fagala, is to talk about your water supply and that there's hidden toxins there. And I know we had a water main break here in Georgia, and so it's been the talk. And people are bringing out tons of bottled water, and I know the mayor is doing a great job with that. And I want to tell you, it's not the optimal approach to clean water. Okay, so first of all, what I want to explain to you, and I'm going to do this fairly quick, okay, because we all have a lot to do, but you need to understand what's in your water supply. Okay, so first of all, this is Cobb County. This is the EWG tap water database. Okay, and in Cobb County, this is the drinking water quality report. So I have been working with the environmental working group using their resources for the last 10 to 12 years, actually 10 years, sorry. And in Cobb County alone, there are a total of 18 contaminants. Okay, and 10 of those contaminants are exceeding the EWG.org health guidelines. And why should that concern you? Well, because most of these contaminants, if not all of these contaminants, first thing they do is disrupt your nervous system, your innate nervous system, because these chemicals that they're using in the municipality are being used to kill the parasites. And we are very grateful that they're taking the chlorine and putting it into the municipality water system to kill those parasites, because we don't want parasites that will mess with your brain health in a moment. However, there's byproducts that occur because of these, and they're mowing outside, so forgive the noise. But there's byproducts from this chlorine that's in there, and it is wreaking havoc with your body. Okay, and eventually, according to what I'm going to show you, these things all cause cancer. So the other thing is that there's PFAs. These are forever chemicals. And the Environmental Protection Agency this year released a set of public water system testing data for these forever chemicals, okay, known as PFAs, as required by the 5th Unregulated Contaminant Monitoring Rule. I'm not getting into the legal. So this is what's been detected. I'm going to let you take a look at that on your own time. But what you want to look at is what are the contaminants in the Cobb County area. And I'm not going to pronounce these things correctly. So some of them I will. Chloroform is 75 times over the legal, the health guidelines. The potential effect is cancer. Bromodichloromethane, also potential effect is cancer, 141 times over the EWG's health guideline. Chromium, 4.3 times over the guideline. Okay, there is no legal limit for this, by the way. Again, I'm not going to pronounce these. Dibromochloromethane, 21 times over the EWG's health guideline. Okay. Halicetic acid, 232 times over the EWG's health guideline. Dichloric acetic acid, 64 times over the guideline. And you want to just take a look at this. I'm highlighting it for you. Potential effect is cancer. Well, when you're disrupting your nervous system, then your brain cannot adequately, connect with every organ, tissue, and cell in your body like it's supposed to. It disrupts your spine health, so you get a subluxated spine. This is not, we've known this for a very, very long time. But you see all this list. We have I can't even say it, trihalomethanes, 269 times over the EWG health guideline, which is 0.15 parts per billion, and the legal limit is 80 parts per billion. Okay, so the thing is, there really shouldn't be a legal limit for poison. Like we don't really want to have to be in the business every day while we're running our lives for poison control, right? Because that's really what we're talking about. So this is the pain point, right, peeps? So in counties, that's 695,000 people for Cobb County that are having this, exposure. But you might say, well, maybe that's just Georgia. And I would say to you, no, it's not. Okay. I'm going to tell you that. And I don't know that I'll be able to get into this easily, but I am going to tell you that when you go into here, you can get farming and tap water. Let's see, find your zip code, right? So I used to live in Highland Park, Illinois, right? That's near Lake Michigan. And so 29,000 people, over 29,000 people are served, okay? And there's 11 contaminants exceed the EWG.org guidelines. And the other thing, that there's 24 total contaminants. Now, in the Waukegan Harbor, which is just up the way from there, maybe, I don't know, probably 45 minutes to an hour, back in the day, they were doing a lot of dumping. So in this water, you've got arsenic 67 times over the EWG health guideline. If you can believe this, there's a legal limit for arsenic, which is 10 parts per billion. Why is there a legal limit? Right? Why is there a legal limit for poison? So I also used to live in Barrington. Now, I just actually am picking out these places because Highland Park, by the way, is a fairly wealthy neighborhood. I can't take responsibility for living there. That was my father. But the thing is that, people who, regardless if you make money or don't make money, you have a divine right to clean water, clean air, and all of that, and clean food. So, but now Barrington, Illinois. Oh, I forgot my zip code in Barrington, 60010, and you go there, and let's see. Well, Palatine is right next to Barrington. That's close enough. It's like 10 minutes away. Again, 10 contaminants exceed the EWG.org guidelines and 19 total contaminants. And then if you drill down, you can just see how high this is. And I could spend literally all day going over all the contaminants that are in our water supply. It looks like, so the thing is, we have solutions. So let's go to that. First of all, bottled water is not a solution because it has 38 total contaminants. Secondly, yes, you should be very concerned that you're drinking toxic water. But you need to be even more concerned if you're showering in it. And so this is the shower filter, and it's easy to install. It just screws it in there. And then you replace this filter once a quarter, so every 3 months. And it takes out 200 plus contaminants, leaves, and the minerals. Now, why should you really care? Well, because your skin doesn't have a filter. And so as you're drinking water, so let's go back to drinking. If you're drinking water, at least your kidneys and your liver are going to provide some sort of filtration. The toxins are going to get stored in your fat cells, okay? However, when you're showering, it goes straight into your bloodstream. Yeah, right? So because there's fluoride in there, there's evidence that shows that it can spike your sugar levels. And, a lot of people have itchy skin, right? So itchy eyes. They get headaches, migraines, and they don't understand why. They get brain fog. They don't understand why. So this is really important to focus on showering in clean water. If you're traveling a lot, I have this little guy, and while I'm not a super big fan that it's in plastic, it's still much better than what you're getting now. And I can show you how to remove the microplastics from your intestinal tract. That'll be another day. But basically, it comes in 3 parts, right? This is the top. It's got the filter. You just pour the water in, or if you're by the lake, you just scoop the water in on the lake. It filters down to the bottom where you have your container, and then you pour it into your drinking container, and you have filtered water. But let's look at the most important thing. What are you doing at home? And what I'm going to tell you is that, and Fagla says she wants clean water too. So there's a couple different ways to, filter your water at home. Presently, we use the whole house water filtration system. And, honestly, because I started filtering my water when I was disabled, I know that everybody who is listening to this can go whole house. Don't worry, I got your back. So the other option is for things that are under the counter. Tinkerbell, what are you saying? She says you must. Tinkerbell's like, you must filter your water. She goes, you got to take care of your pets and your children. She goes, and if you think your pets aren't suffering, she said, think twice. So this one filters 2,000 gallons of water, and you just hook it up under the counter to your cold water supply. And here's the other thing. I have videos and written instructions on how to do it. Quite frankly, we never even hired a plumber to install this. It was super, super easy. But let's say you are in college, or you live in a dorm like that, or you just, you're on the move a lot or something. So I have a solution for you too. And let me show you what that looks like. So these are the travelers, the Pro One Traveler. So this, you just sits on your countertop, and it's the same concept that I showed you with this black one. It comes in, two containers and a lid. The inside has this filter here, and it doesn't take very long, and you filter it, and you can cook with it, you can drink it. Can't bathe in it, but we got that shower head for that. So then let's do this. If you really want to learn more about really what's in your water and what's going on, my website, I really focus on educating people. And so, if you have a baby and you're bathing your baby in that water, I'm telling you, you're bathing your baby in like all the medications that people are taking, because that's not being pulled out of your water supply. You're bathing your baby in whatever else is in your zip code. If you're finding that you have itchy skin, look at your water supply. If you are having, congestion and sneezing, look at your water supply. If you're having itchy arms, look at your water supply. If you're having itchy eyes, look at your water supply. If you have pain, like I did, all over body pain, by the way, I had all these things, look at your water supply. And for me, it went away when I really started taking good care of my health. So you can become exposed to toxins when you're making ice, brushing your teeth, of course, swimming, gardening, dishwashing, the washing machine. And that's why we recommend a whole house water filtration system. And we do take out the heavy metals, the microplastics, parasites, the PFAs, pesticides, and radiological, I can't even say all of it, viruses, VOCs. So the thing is, take control of your health. There's nothing more important than your water supply. You are 70% water, right? And so if your body is 70% water, made up of 70% water, then don't you want that 70% to be pure and free of chemicals that could possibly cause harm? And Fagla, what are you saying? She goes, make sure you take care of your pets. Your pets don't want to drink water, dirty water either. They don't want to be bathed in dirty water. She says, if your pets are feeling irritable, I hear you. She says, if your pets are feeling irritable, it's probably your water. They don't like it either. It disrupts their nervous system. She says, and if you're feeling irritable and emotional, you need to look at your water system. So, you know, if you have questions, my phone number has been scrolling at the bottom of the screen at 847-738-0242. You can also just email me at jody@susanessentials.com or visit our website at susanessentials.com. That's the deal. Look, don't forget, take control of your health. Thank you. Pacha.